Hello, and thank you for joining this Openforce client portal training on how to manage your driver enrollment. To get started, please log into www.openforce.com and click User Login. Enter your email address and password and click Login to log into your client portal. If you do not have your credentials or have forgotten your credentials, please contact customer service or customer support at Openforce at 1-800-742-7508. If you do not have access to the client portal, please contact Page Runners. They will then send over a notification to Openforce to get you started. Today's training will provide an overview of the client portal in Openforce and how to manage your driver enrollment. When you first log in, you will land on the Enrollment tab. All of your enrollments will be live in real-time action and status. They will provide real-time feedback on the status of the enrollment and any pending actions or approvals that need to be completed. Just to point out a few items here on your enrollment grid, these are all headers that can be sorted or placed in any which way that makes sense for your business. So perhaps the location you do not need. You simply right-click on the column header, hide the column, and it will be removed off your grid. Always make sure to have your package name in the visibility of this grid to verify that this individual that's completing enrollment is completing the correct package. If you do not have the package name in your view, feel free to just right-click on the header, click Column Chooser, and select the package type from this header group. Simply click, drag, and drop in the section that you'd like. As you can see, you are going to have real-time action and feedback on the enrollments taking place. Keep in mind that the driver will not land on your queue until they have entered in the activation code. To provide a driver with enrollment instructions, click on Generate Enrollment Instructions, select your business name, which will be listed as the location, and select the package type. You will always choose a driver enrollment to provide to the driver to get started. Click Generate Instructions, and this will generate an activation code for you to provide to your driver to get started. Simply click on this icon here under the Actions column, and this will allow you to grab the enrollment instructions and print and provide to the contractor. You have a few different options on getting those instructions to the contractor. You can select PDF, send via email, or create a web link. I will go over the PDF instructions. You're simply going to click Get Instructions, and that will open up a PDF for review. You can print and provide this to the contractor or driver. If you hear me refer to your drivers as contractors, keep in mind that's just a term that we use in-house as we refer to contractors on a regular basis. So just keep in mind when your drivers contact Openforce, they may be asked who they provide services as an IC to. So that's just another name that we refer to in-house. But keep in mind, we understand that they are drivers driving on behalf of a freight agent. Just want to point that out to you, just because I may refer to them during this training as a contractor, but keep in mind I am referring to your drivers. On the driver enrollment instructions, you will have some items that they may need in order to complete the enrollment. It will have the package name, the location or business name of your company, along with Page Runners information as well. The activation code is specific to this package type and location for Page Runners. They also have customer services information down below to contact in the event that they need assistance or have questions on enrollment. On the information on before you begin, you will need the following. Please note that there are a couple of required items that are needed in order to finalize the enrollment. First off, the driver's license or CDL will be required to be uploaded, a copy, along with the badge photo. A few other items that may be optional is the MVR, also known as the motor vehicle report, the background screening, and the drug screening results. In order to meet PACE's requirements, a contractor will need to come to the table with a valid MVR, background screen, or drug screening. The MVR must have been completed within the last 3 years and valid, and the background screening must have been completed within the last 7 years and still valid. Again, during enrollment, the driver will have the opportunity to upload a copy of these screenings if they have a copy on hand. Otherwise, they'll be able to utilize our screening services partner, Proforma, to get these screenings completed. Let me close this out. And that was the generate enrollment instruction. So keep in mind, again, you'll always have access to generate an enrollment instructions for your drivers. As I mentioned earlier, once they plug in that activation code, they will land on your queue here to begin monitoring the status of their enrollment. Anytime there is an uploaded document, it will always be turned back over to the freight agent to review. So you will notice under the action column, approve, reject will be listed there for you to review. Click on the button, approve, reject. This will open up the document for review, and you'll see exactly what documents are requiring your review and approval. So as you can see, there are a few e-sign documents that you also have access to review. So you can preview any of the documents by simply clicking on preview. You want to verify that they entered in the correct freight agent name or business. Make sure that it's populating correctly. Also, you're going to be double checking all these documents that are requiring your approval. So to simply review them, click preview. This will open up the document to preview. If this document looks great, then simply click approve. The next document you'll want to review is the driver's license or CDL. Again, simply clicking preview will open up the document for review. As you see, this document has an expiration date tied to it. Be sure to edit the document and enter the expiration date for this driver's license. It's very important to enter an expiration date to track these items going forward. So now I have an expiration date tied to this document. And what that means is when it gets ready to expire, these alerts will go out to the driver to notify them as it nears expiration. I'm simply going to approve, and I'll continue down the list. If for some reason the document that has been uploaded is not valid or blank, simply click reject. This will allow you to enter in notes in this note box and send a notification out to the driver to reload. As I mentioned earlier, the MVR, motor vehicle report, will be required to either be uploaded with a valid copy, or they may use our services that we provide during enrollment. If you click preview, you're simply again going to review the document, verify if it's expired or valid, and again, edit the document to enter the expiration date. So you would also do this for the background screening. I'm going to go ahead and approve that. keep in mind you want to always preview the documents, verify the expiration date, and verify that they are valid documents that have been uploaded. If for some reason the driver does not have access to upload the document, they could send them directly to you for upload, and you have the same link here to upload the document on behalf of the driver. In the event that you or the driver cannot upload those documents, feel free to send them over to customer support at openforce.com, and we can get those uploaded on his or her behalf. During enrollment, they are presented with this page. So I'm now switching over to a driver enrollment view. So me acting as if I'm a driver, I come to this page and I'm alerted that I must either, one, upload a valid copy of the background screening or MVR, or two, I may purchase them through our screening service Proforma. Keep in mind the pricing is based on the state of the driver's license and is non-refundable. So if they wish to proceed and purchase the services through Proforma, then they would simply add in their credit card payment here. Up top is the list of fees for the MVR, the CBC, and drug screening. The CBC and drug screening will be charged as one item, and those two services run in parallel. So when a CBC is started, also known as a criminal background check, when you start that service, it's also going to start the drug screening service and send out an electronic chain of notice to the contractor to get to the facility to complete his drug screening. We'll go ahead and move this off and go back to my portal view. And approve that doc. It looks like it's thinking here. So once all documents have been approved, the action status will change to start MVR. I might have clicked it too many times, so it's thinking here, so give me 1 minute. At any time, if you have any questions on your client portal and need any assistance, feel free to contact customer service at 1-800-742-7508. And a representative here can assist you with your questions. So as you see, the action has changed over to start MVR or bypass MVR. So as we just went through the documents, I was provided with a valid MVR and CBC and drug screening. So at this time, I'm going to want to bypass those services. If the documents were valid and meet the requirements of PACE runners, then simply bypass the service. Again, you'll also have to bypass the CBC, the criminal background check. In the event that the driver did not upload the screening as required, then you can start the MVR. Keep in mind, when an MVR is started, the background check is automatically going to start once the MVR has been approved. There is no way to bypass the CBC once the MVR has been started. So you would start that would go out to Proforma to begin processing their MVR. Once that's completed, it's going to start the CBC, and the CBC will get started along with the drug screening. And once that's done, then you'll be able to turn it back over to PACE runners. PACE runners will then come into the client portal grid, take a look at the workflow. So they will have this notification showing workflow approval. Only PACE runners can approve the workflow. So what they're doing at this time is they're coming in and verifying the documents have been completed correctly, and also verifying that they've uploaded the documents that are required and that they're valid and not expired. So if everything looks good with this workflow, they're simply going to click approve. Once the workflow has been approved, it's going to now turn back over to a freight agent to contract the driver. So you're simply going to contract the driver, and this will now remove them from your enrollment grid. They will now live under the Contractors tab. So if I refresh my screen, that enrollment is no longer there. I'm going to move on to the Contractors tab now. Under the Contractors tab is where all your contracted drivers will live. You can monitor their status here. You have the ability to view information or more details on this individual. Under display details, it's going to show more, more information on their contact information, driver's license, and so forth. You can also access their documents by clicking on Document Vault. All their e-sign documents and their uploaded documents will live here. You can preview or download the document for a review. The audit history is also available to you to view. Again, this is the data captured during enrollment. You do have the ability to sort through contracted and termed ICs as well. Again, the same headers apply here. You can sort to your preference and add any additional columns as needed. The document section goes over all of the documents that have been uploaded that you'll be able to manage, their expiration dates and the next notification. So keep in mind I have a couple of testing enrollments in here, so there'll be some duplicates. However, you're going to see the same information for your drivers as they start getting uploaded. This is where you'll be able to track the status of the documents, verify when it would be expiring, verify the next notification, and keep in mind the expiration date is only going to appear here when it's entered in during approval. You can always come back and update it by clicking Edit and adding the expiration date here if it got missed. You can preview the document by simply clicking on the document. Let me see here. I need to scroll down. Down below here, you'll have access to review the document. Next, you will want to also go to the document vault, and this is where you can also view the documents as well. If for some reason you have to gather a zip file with all of your driver's documents contained within, then feel free to complete a bulk download. You can click this checkbox, which will highlight all of your active drivers. Otherwise, you can singly select each driver as needed, click bulk download, and that's going to create a folder for you with all of their documents contained in that folder. That completes our training session. If you have any questions or need assistance or have system issues, feel free to call customer support at 1-800-742-7508, or feel free to email us at customersupport@oforce.com. Thank you and have a great day.